Donnie and Jonny Story Time, episode 2 for those of you keeping score at home. And by the way, does anyone keep score at home anymore?
No.
Did you ever keep score of a baseball game when you were a kid?
Yes.
And what stopped you?
Women. Women entered my life, and I got really...
Women made you stop?
No.
Women said you have to stop scoring baseball games?
I became busy otherwise.
You became otherwise busy.
Yes.
There is a great pleasure to be had in scoring a baseball game.
Yes.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
I find that in a world of distraction, where attention and thought has become a luxury item,
Yeah.
that to score a baseball game is a Zen act of mindfulness that not only engages your intellect and your visual abilities, but makes you a participant in the game. Your turn.
Well, I think you speak of the zen of baseball, and I wouldn't disagree with what you're saying, but the zen of baseball, I went to a Dodger game the other night, and between pitches there was a cacophony of sound, which I found to be deeply disturbing and offensive to the point where I left.
You left the game?
Yeah, I left the game.
What was the score when you left?
I have no idea.
Because you weren't scoring.
I had a headache.
And that gets to my point.
No, I was
you
scoring.
You are so distracted.
I was scoring, but not with baseball. Go back.
Now I'm confused.
Listen to
the beginning of what you said. This is about the women thing.
Yeah.
Well, let's unpack that. And that's a term I really despise that gets used a lot. Unpack.
Oh.
Let's unpack that.
Okay.
Because it sounds as if what you've done, anytime anyone says to you, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
What they're really saying is...
It's giving you a note.
You have handed me a bunch of meaningless, jumbled nonsense.
Really?
And now I shall unpack it for you to make sense of it.
Yeah, is that what's going to happen?
Right. Well, anytime anyone...
Let's see if that happens. Go ahead. Unpack.
I think, first of all,
yes, that
you might have been the only guy at Dodger Stadium to know what cacophony means. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, that's probably, that's Oral Hershiser was there, so he might know it.
Thereby proving that you were the only guy.
Okay, all right.
You know, it's O-R-E-L. It's not oral because he's like an oral exam or...
Oh, that's disappointing.
So getting back to the point, which is why it's so important to learn how to score a baseball game. If you were scoring the game, you wouldn't have left. Because you would have had to fill, you have an obligation once you begin to score a game to stay to the end so that you can fill out the entire score sheet. Secondly, you deprived yourself the opportunity to enjoy the game because of the loud sounds around you. And I blame the Dodger organization for that more than the fans. It's all right. The cacophony is the sound that's piped in from. And my question is, how do they make money off of that? What is the value of all that sound?
You spend a lot of time alone, don't you?
I spend a lot of time alone. You know, it's funny because I'm thinking about all the noise at Dodger Stadium, how often I felt alone in a crowd.
Yeah, I can see that.
And scoring the game is sort of my only...
It's your friend.
It's a friend.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll go back and look at the scorecards from past games.
Yeah.
And have a sort of a nostalgic moment with the card.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's what humans do with each other. Am I right about that?
I have no idea. I lost track of what you were talking about. I was thinking about the joke that you said might be offensive that I told in the last.
Thank you. That's
statutory rape. What are you talking about?
This is a callback joke. For those of you who didn't see episode 1, why don't we?
I couldn't see it. We're just audio only.
You know, I kind of fell into that one.
Yeah,
because it was my decision.
Let me unpack it for you.
These are. If this were a fight, the referee would actually stop the fight.
Yes. Well, you used to write for Ring Magazine.
I did,
among other things.
things.
I'll kind of weave your credits into these conversations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll start with start with Ring Magazine.
That's something a scorecard never does.
What's that?
It never helps you out in terms of conversations.
No, but that's the beauty of baseball, isn't it? That baseball is you know what's fair and what's foul. You know, the rules are clear. It makes sense.
Which gets me back to the joke you told last time. And
ahead.
If you didn't get a chance to listen to the first episode, why don't you pause this episode, go back, listen to it. It's towards the end of the first episode. Okay, great. You're back. The joke you told, and you hadn't cleared it with me,
I didn't know I had to clear it with you.
Is a joke where two young
I'm
people...
not going to clear anything with you, by the way.
All right, we can talk about that offline. But it involves two young people in a car, and a authority figure, I believe it was a police officer, comes by and asks what's going on here. And the boy says...
You know, jokes don't work if you tell them this way. You're not telling a story now. You're dissecting a joke. But go ahead. Have your fun.
I'm wondering if it would go better if you would let me finish one sentence before you jump into another
Probably
sentence.
not.
Would that move things along?
Go ahead.
So the police officer asks what's going on, and the boy says, I'm doing X, and the girl is doing Y, and the police officer inquires a little more, and the boy basically says, we're waiting for midnight so that the girl will no longer be a minor, and I can have the suggestion of the joke, and I don't want to misstate it, so if I'm wrong, correct me, is that once it turns midnight and she's of age, they're going to have commerce, and therein is the humor. And
This is a lesson in how to destroy a great joke.
And my question, which we didn't have time to cover in the first episode,
Yes.
And we may not have time to cover in this episode,
Go ahead.
is it really funny that the laws of statutory rape have a certain mechanical aspect of it? Is that really funny?
Johnny, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a beautifully constructed little joke that you could turn into a movie. Jokes are stories. The best jokes are little stories, and that one is a particularly delightful little story. It's about young love, and it's got a surprise ending, and it's not about rape or, good heavens. You know, you just take all the humor out of things. It's just not fun. It's like scoring baseball games. It's dry and dull and impersonal. It's personal to you.
Let's imagine for a second that
Go ahead.
that some of, or all actually, of what you say is true.
Mm-hmm.
How does one lose the context of a world where statutory rape is a serious problem?
Yeah.
And legislators, in their wisdom, attempt to create a system of laws that really allow us to be free. How does one let go of that? And as a follow-up, what kind of a world would that be like, I wonder?
Oh my, you really need some help. Are you in therapy at all? See, you're a lawyer, right?
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
You went to law school.
I
right?
attended a very fine law school.
You went to many schools.
You
went to Harvard.
Yeah, well.
You went to where was the other place? Cambridge.
Oxford.
You're a Rhodes Scholar.
Rhodes
Scholar.
It was a different time.
And then you went to Berkeley
Law School.
Law
That's right.
school.
Gee, thank you. By the way, thank you for apparently taking the time and learning a little bit about me.
I know.
By the way, I am kicking myself for not having done the same for you.
It's okay.
I know nothing.
Yes, I understand that. We'll get to me later. I expected much more. With an education like that, I would think that you might have picked up a sense of humor somewhere along the way, but apparently you like dissecting jokes rather than laughing at them. So I'll tell you another one. So this guy gets washed up on a desert island with a pig and a dog. The pig's name is Gladys. Dog's name is Bob. Guy's name is Frank. And they're there for a while. Then after a couple of weeks, Gladys starts to look good to Frank. And in the middle of the night, he starts to move toward her. And Bob jumps up and he grabs Frank and pulls him back. And another 2 weeks goes by. And now Gladys is feeling it too. And she turns her head one night and they make eye contact. And,
Gladys is the pig?
Yeah. She bats her eyes. It's the she that might tip it off. She bats her eyes and smiles at him. She gives him the look. The look. Every man and woman in the world knows what the look is.
I believe it. Like what they call a come hither look, right?
Yes. Come hither and there's more to the real look, to the basic look. The basic look is I'm opening the door, or doors, depending on your point of view.
So I always thought hither did all the work in that line.
Nobody knows from hither.
Okay.
This is your education ruining you again. Okay, so the pig's looking at him like she wants to bop, you know? So, and you notice that since I didn't clear it with you, I did not say fuck, okay?
Well.
So, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
All right.
So he makes a move towards the pig again, and again, "Rawr," you know, is it Frank or Bob? Bob, the dog, grabs him and pulls him back. And
Bob the dog pulls Frank back from having hither with the pig.
Yeah.
Gladys.
Basically, yeah. The next morning, as luck would have it, a yacht has gone down off the coast of the island that was filled with supermodels, and most of them drowned, but one of them survived, and she's standing on the beach. Her name is Helena. And not Helena Christensen, but just Helena. And Bob runs up to her and he says, "Thank God you're here. Would you hold this dog?"
We're out of time.
Okay.